Southern Tasmania. Welcome to Saturday morning crafting in my craft room. Just bear with me, I'm going to wait and see whether here we go, everything's caught up there with my iPad. Oh, there you go. And the volume sounds okay. Still using the microphone to my webcam at the moment. My youngest Sammy came home last weekend, and I'd asked him to help me set up a whole new rig, and he decided to try and do it like 5 minutes before he was scheduled to leave. So he just made a terrible mess and then left. So typical of him. I'm not going to generalise and say second-borns in general, but typical of my Sammy, he's known for that sort of thing. Anyway, that's cool. He's coming home in another couple of weeks. Maybe he'll help me then. Okay, so before we get crafting today, I just want to say I'm really excited at the moment. Come the 2nd of May, which I think is next Tuesday, the new annual catalogue goes live to customers. Now, I want to specifically talk to I've got a few lovely customers that buy from me on a regular basis. Just bear with me for a minute. I'm going to talk to you face to face. Okay. A couple of lovely customers that buy from me on a regular basis, and you know who you are. You've been known to spend, when there's a new catalogue, I know you love it, and you tend to spend a lot of money. And we have talked about you joining Stampin' Up before to save you some money on what you buy. But you've said to me on a number of occasions that you like to support me. Well, let me say, and for reasons that are a tad complicated, but they have to do with the way Stampin' Up does commissions and incentives and points and all those sorts of things. If you join up and spend about the same sort of money that you were spending anyway as a demonstrator rather than a customer, you will be supporting me and you'll help me get to the next incentive trip, which is in Mexico. So please, I know you're wonderful customers and you love to support me, but please think about joining. You'll save yourself a lot of money. You'll get the starter kit deal, which is awesome, plus you'll save 20% discount on future orders, and you will be helping me get to Mexico. So think about that. You know who you are. Anyway, I won't nag anymore. So let's go back to do some crafting and we'll have a look at what we're going to do today. Cool. Okay, so back to here. So there's the new catalogue, goes live on the 2nd. If you are a customer, you should have yours already. If you'd like to grab one, please yell out. I have some supplies here, not a lot, but I can order some more. Okay, so there we are. That's the new catalogue. Exciting. So we're going to, although I can't show you inside just yet, we are going to use some of the new products today to finish off this Fun Fold pop-up Z Fold, what are we calling it? Block card that I've had a bit of a go at the last couple of videos. Not so much the fact, we're not going to do so much the fact of the folding and the creating, because we've done that to death over the last couple of times. I'm actually just going to do the decorating of this larger format one. It was actually asked for by a lady on my YouTube channel. And so I went aside, and actually, if you wanted to pop on and watch the video yesterday, is where I decided on all the measurements. Today I have worked out the layers. That was something I didn't do yesterday, so that's what I was going to do today. So the layers, and here we are, they're the measurements of the layers, but I will pop those up on my Facebook page and YouTube channel as well. So basically it's just 1/8 of an inch for the cardstock layer and then another 1/8 of an inch smaller for the designer series paper. So nothing too hugely complicated, but that's the card we're going to be doing today. Very proud of myself, and you'll probably come on and say, oh, such and such a demonstrator's been doing this for decades or millennia or something. I actually got myself a little folder, and all the cards that I've been not designing or creating or changing, I've made sort of like templates of them with the measurements on it, and I'm popping them in a little folder. So I've got my triangle gatefold and my flying finch, and now I've put my block card there as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to filling that up with all the design. So I think, anyway, that's a new idea for me. As I say, I'm sure people have been doing it since Adam was a boy. Okay, so let's get started on this one. Okay, so today I promised some new product. This is the Countryside Inn Designer Series paper, upside down, Miss Jane. Yeah, the Countryside Inn Designer Series paper. It's a new one. It's got lovely blues, which is why I love it. Actually featuring this one in my Fun Fold class this month. Balmy Blue, Boho Blue, Misty Moonlight, and Night of Navy. So, you know, you can't go wrong with that. And their papers are just to die, you know, they're very nice. All the blues there in the flowers, sort of tone on tones on the back. Little rabbits. I think there's rabbits on that one. I think there's little foxes on a little birds, partridges and things on that one. Just a sort of a plain sort of flower thing there. Little foxes on there. Although foxes are a bit of a pest here in Australia, so I don't know that we should be celebrating them too much. Over here, anyway, where they're not supposed to be, some trees. Yeah, so lovely paper. If you're a sucker for blues, this is the paper to go for. So we're going to be using that today. We're also going to use, and this is new, you have seen that paper before, I've used it before. We're going to be using the Circle Sayings bundle. This is in the new catalogue as well. I absolutely adore it. I think it's going to make some very quick and easy and wonderful cards. It comes with the stamp set, obviously, and obviously those images and sentiments are meant to go around, whether the full circle or the part circle or inside the circle. Cute little cupcake there. I can think you use that anywhere. Yeah, I like this one with the shells. That appeals. You could sort of paint colour that with your blends. Anyway, so yeah, Circle Sayings has lots of circular sayings, and it comes in the bundle with the 2 3/8 inch punch, circle punch, which is, since we've lost the layering circles this time round, it's nice to have a circle punch. And on the online exclusives we have, and I've got to get it right, I think it's the 2 inch and the 1 1/2 inch punch as well. So if you have all those punches, you've got your circles pretty much covered. And to be honest, I prefer punches for a lot of times when I'm doing circles, especially when I'm doing classes. It seems much easier just to go punch, 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 and punch out 30 circles than actually cut 30 die cut circles. So yeah, I'm really liking the fact that we've got that one back in the catalogue. Okay, so that is the bundle we're going to be using today as well. And I'll put that aside so we can just come back to it in a second. Okay, so I have, crash bang, I have completed the card base for the one we're going to be doing today. And I said I was going to be featuring one of my favourite returning colours. This is Misty Moonlight. Now, Misty Moonlight was in colour a couple of years ago, and it's back as a core colour, so it's in the catalogue as an ongoing colour. Love Misty Moonlight. This is the larger version of the block Z Fold block card. I already popped that together today because I think I've probably done a few too many of these online already. So rather than you sit here and watch me excruciatingly pop all this together, if you do want to watch me pop this size together, watch yesterday's video. Yesterday's video is on my YouTube channel, and if you search back, you can find it on my Facebook page as well. So I've got all that done. Misty Moonlight with a white backing there on that, and this one folds to a 5 inch by 6 3/4 inch card, so more like a 5 by 7 size, whatever we call that. Is that A3? No, A3 is bigger. A2? No, not A4, half A4, whatever that is. Anyway, there we go. Cool, so that's already done. So I have cut my layers. So I'm going to go with a nice white layer first, and then with a layer of the Designer Series paper. So as I say, I will pop the measurements up for the layers onto my Facebook page and to YouTube, but just quickly, it's a 5 inch high card. So the layer, the white layer would be 4 7/8, and the paper would be 4 3/4 high. And all of them are, all of the blocks are 1.5 inches wide. So the paper, the white paper would be the white paper, the white cardstock, I'll get it right in a minute, the white cardstock would be 1 3/8, and the designer series paper would be 1 1/4. And you just work that down with the increments as we go, and we step it down. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all my pieces of white and all my pieces of designer series paper, and I'm going to add them together first, and then we'll add them to the card. I'm just watching the comments as they come. Now, this is a directional paper, so I'm going to make sure I get all my little, this is the one with the little birds on it, all my birds lined up the right way, so none of them are sitting on their heads. Now, if you would like to be part of my launch, my annual catalogue launch, which is scheduled for the 28th of May, I need your payment or your deposit by close of business Monday. Please make sure you can get that to me on time. I think there's still a couple of people outstanding. It's just that I'm going to place an order with all the product I need. It's going to be a great order. I'm looking forward to putting it in. With all the product that I need, I'm going to do in one order on the 2nd, so that's Tuesday. Just because I think we're going to struggle to get kits out to people in time for the 28th if I don't do it on day 1. So please, if you've RSVP'd and said you're going to come along and you're still keen to come along, please get me your payment or your deposit by Monday night. And if you pay it and it hasn't come through, you can just send me a copy of the receipt and we can say it's on it. It'll prove it's on its way. But I will not send anything out until I've received the balance, just so you know that. Okay, so we're getting that. Yeah, so also I'm cutting fun fold kits at the moment. It's busy time at the moment, actually. Fun fold kits at the moment, and they should go out during next week. I've sent a couple out already for a particular lady who was going away during May, so I sent hers out nice and early so she'd get it in time. So next week for fun fold classes. And I think my newsletter may be a couple of days late as well this time, just because I've got so much on and finding that Mum's a little bit full on at the minute. So anyway, so now I've got all those together. I'm just going to add them to the respective surfaces on the card. There we are. I love that together, the blues. Might have to try and convince myself to create with something other than blue. You guys are going to get sick of it. We do have the lovely daisies as well that I can work with at the moment. That paper's got some lovely colours as well, sort of earthy colours. Okay, so I'm just working my way down. This isn't going to be a hugely long video today, so don't get too comfortable. Once we do this and pop that sentiment on, I think I'm going to do a bow too. Is Deb on? Deb, I'm going to do a bow. It's actually a bow, so it can go on last, but you know me. If I start saying goodbye and I haven't put my bow on yet, please yell out. Tomorrow is also the last day of our last chance sale. Oh, upside down, Miss Jane. The last chance sale. And there are a few things that are going up in price in the new catalogue. Some things a little bit, quite a bit, if I have to say, if I have to be brutally honest. Like our glue, this glue here, I think is going from $7 to $9 a pot. So if you did want to stock up with glue before it goes up in price, please do so. Punches, I think I've ordered a punch that I wanted Punches are going from 35 to 39. So, yeah, if you do want to stock up, I think cardstock's going up too. It's all part of, unfortunately, part of inflation these days. And but a lot of these things didn't go up very much last time. They did a price increase, so they're sort of catching up a wee bit now. So anyway, but as I say, for a lot of those staples, those crafting staples, your glue, etc., it might be a good idea to jump in before tomorrow. Okay, so there is all the paper on. I like that. That's quite cute. I like those little birds, whatever they happen to be, just birds. Okay. Okay, so now let's bring in these circles. Now this is, I'm excited by this. Let's have a little look. So the punch is here. So we'll pop that away for a second. The punch is there and the stamp set is there. I need some white cardstock, don't I? There's a piece there. Okay, so I'm just going to punch the wonderful circle in white cardstock. There we are. It just distorts where those corners come up. I don't know if you see that, those corners come up. It slightly distorts the cardstock, but that's fine. I can smooth it down. Okay, so what are we going to do here? I like the flowers. I like the little flower half circle because it sort of matches the flowers on our paper. So I might pop that on. There's a block. Oh, excuse me, guys. Get myself the right size block. Flowers, 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 flowers. Here we go. And I'm going to grab my Misty Moonlight ink because I just adore that this colour is back. So we might do blue flowers. So what's that make them? Where's the Dainty Delight? Lynn, it's here somewhere. Did you want to see it? It wasn't Lynn that, it wasn't you that asked about it on Facebook, was it? On YouTube? Might have been. Anyway, I'll pop it out in a minute and show you what I used. Okay, so I'm going to pop the flowers around the bottom of the circle. Try and line it up nicely. There we are. Isn't that nice? Just matches the curve of that circle really, really well. And that's that one. I'll clean that off. You notice that some colours stain your inks, your stamps more than others. I know the reds and the pinks seem to leave their reddy pinkness behind. Sometimes the blues leave a little bit of reddy pinkness behind as well. I thought then I would go Sending You Are. So that's this one here along the top of the circle. Oh yes, I haven't changed. Sorry, Lynn. Yes, I haven't changed the title up the top of my stream today. That's the same title from last week. It is a pop-up Z block code, but this is using different. I used the Dainty Flowers last week. That's this one. Anyway, this one's using a different one, but I'll bring that up in a minute. I'll change the title before I upload it to Facebook, to YouTube. Apologies about that if you're hanging out. There is a video using the Dainty Flowers, but it's not this one. I'm just going to bring this a bit close to myself so I can line up the top of the stamp with the top of the circle. Okay, just bear with me for a minute. There we go. Sending You Are. That's really nice. I wonder if I can change that while I'm doing what I'm doing. Edit title. Probably can't. If I just get rid of that, Lynn, keep watching Lynn and we'll see if it actually saves it, unless it does something really disgusting to my video. Let's see if whether that's changed what's flowed through to YouTube. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know if it will or not. It could just accept what's there. Anyway, it's all good. Apologies about that. Yes, I usually have to go through and change the title with every video, and I didn't do it this time. Okay, so we've got sending you a, that's what I thought. There's a cute little, you could go sending you a happy birthday, sending you a thank you, sending you a warm hello. I thought I might just go sending you a smile in this one. There's just a little single smile, and just I haven't really checked out how this will look, but in my brain it looks really good. But let's see how it looks in real life. I've got my sweet sorbet, nice bright red here, so I thought I'd just make that a little bit standy outy with a red smile. There you go. What do you reckon? Thank you for sharing, Sam. It's great. Good to know. Okay, so what do we think? I'll bring it a bit closer to the camera. Sending you a smile. I might put happy birthday on the rest of the card as well. So there we go. It didn't change. Oh well, that's I'll update it when I do the final edit. There we go. So that's sending you a smile. I think that's quite nice. I do like this set. You'll probably see it a fair bit this year. So let's bring back our card, which is probably all lovely and dry. So in this one, the sentiment box or whatever you're using just gets stuck to the front, to the left-hand half of the Z. So the Z part, it just gets stuck to that. So you just need glue on the left-hand side, left-hand half. Okay, and then we'll just bring that in and pop it there. Sure it's semi-straight. Its circles can be all that crooked. There we are. Sending you a smile. That doesn't look at all straight on the video. But anyway, it looks straightish in the craft room, but that's all right. There we go, sending you a smile. So, I mean, that could be any card now. It could be a get well soon. It could be a thinking of you. It could be a anything, couldn't it, really? But I'm going to make it a, oh, I thought there's because you're awesome. That's there too. Sending you a smile. Put the ink on there. Things getting messy already. Because you're awesome. Sending you a smile because you're awesome. How about that? I'm going to put that in there. There's awesome. Because you're awesome. Now, I think with this card, you would probably have to pop yourself a white panel on the back for your personal message. Just that would be me, I think. I don't know that I would want my own handwriting on the front here. I'm not a big fan of my own handwriting. It seems to have degenerated after years of computer work. Over the years, you don't tend to handwrite anything these days. But yes, I would probably put the message on the back. And I'm popping because you're awesome. There we are. Okay, that's pretty much done. And I haven't got Deb here to tell me to remember my bow, so I'll have to remember it all by myself. Okay, so I'm going to pop a bow on here. I'm going to use the Night of Navy ribbon, the bordered ribbon. This one is continuing in the catalogue, so thankfully we'll get to use it forever and well, for the next 12 months anyway. So I'm just going to make a wee bow here. And I think it only has to be a little bow. I don't want it too big and floppy. There we are. That's not too bad. I think that'll be, yep, that'll be nice. Trim it off the edges. You reckon it's a wonky punch, Lynn? Lynn, yeah, I'll see how it goes. Might watch the forums and see if anyone else has the same experience. I think it's because the circle is so big. There's a lot of area there for it to impact. I did have a bit of a play with it. I only just got it out of the bag, to be honest, this morning. So much for rushing to do pre-order, and then I don't touch half of it. Okay, there we go. So I thought I'd just pop that slightly off to the side there, I think, just like that, just to have a little bit of a bow happening, because I don't seem to be using very much ribbon these days. I got out of the habit. I'll use a glue dot. Might send them an email and see if it's a issue they're noticing, or if anyone else has noticed. There we are. And some bling. Where would it be without our bling? I'm using the 20, 23, 25 in colours. So I'll use the blue ones, which are actually boho blue, but that's okay. There's some boho blue in that paper. If you're doing my launch, you get a whole packet of these as part of your goodie bag. So if you like the look of them, you actually use them in our craft along cards. But yeah, so you'll get a whole, as I say, a whole pack in your goodie bag. It's a matter of working out where to put them. I might put one up here on that second layer. That would be good. And a big one up here. There we are. Okay, so we've got some bling as well. It sort of merges in with the colour. It just catches your eye as it glints there. Okay, so there we are. That's my 5x7 version. Thanks to, and I did remember the lady's name briefly yesterday. I think it was Gloria over on Facebook, who challenged me to do a 5x7 version of the 4x6 that I did last week. So there we are. So I've actually decorated one now, and those with those new papers. So the Countryside Inn Designer Series paper, which is goes live to customers on the 2nd, and our wonderful circle sayings with its punch. Even just look, to be honest, the punch itself is probably a must-have, I would say, for doing your circles and your sentiment boxes and things ongoing. But as I say, it really fits in nicely with this little circle sayings punch. And when you buy them together as a bundle, you save 10%, which is always good. Okay, so that's all I needed to show you guys today. Nice and short. I'm going to go and cut some more kits and start my my newsletter. So much to do. It's a good thing I don't work outside of home anymore. Okay, so it's been lovely to see you all. Thanks for commenting and joining. Remember what I said, ladies, about joining up and saving yourself some money. And as I said, you definitely need to, you will be helping me out as well as I strive to make my way to Mexico next year, which would be really nice. So yeah, so at this stage in my Stampin' Up business, it's really important that I get that team building happening. Anyway, so thanks very much. The lady who makes the glue holders is usually on. Jan, are you on? I thought she was on. I did see her. Jan. So is it Joe? Joe is asking about the glue holders. So I'll pop you guys together in the comments. So thanks, guys, and I will see you all again during the week. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.